Erica, hey, how you doing? I think this looks great. There's an issue, though. You're just gonna kick yourself when you see this, but it is, and your letters look fantastic. The kerning is wonderful. I see two areas that need to be closed down. That's too far, and that's too far. Other than that, I think your kerning is really good. That might make sure those are consistent there. Anyway, so the kerning is very good, but the one thing is that your letter forms are different sizes. And the reason I think is because of what you wrote down here. You said you messed up the initial lines a few times, and that is your foundation. That's like a carpenter messing up the foundation of a house. The house is going to be crooked, right? That's exactly what happened. We could, in a way, I wish we submitted PDF for this assignment, because then we could zoom in and I could draw guides. But we can clearly see that this guide is not on the horizontal. It's a little askew. That's why this A is bigger than this A. So my suggestion moving forward would be to get those guides solid first. How do you get those guides solid? Well, well, the first thing I would do is I would draw just a straight edge baseline. Okay, trace out the B, and then in the B you can also figure out what the cap height would be, and then the cap height. Then the rest is just the A, the top of the A, and make sure that that's consistent, and get that. It's got to be a consistent line. It really does. Even if do whatever you have to do to get that consistent, but that line has got to be on the horizontal. These have got to be true horizontal lines. Otherwise, this exercise will never work, and that's what I'm seeing. The other thing I think that's kind of in amplifying that a little bit is it looks like, I don't know if you shot this or you scanned it, but it looks like it might be amplifying that a little, just a little distortion there. I'm not real sure about that, but at any rate, the kerning, yes, close that down a little bit. That's beautiful. That's pretty darn good. Maybe close that down just a little bit. That's gorgeous. And then that's closed down a little bit. Remember, the spaces between the A's and the N's need to be consistent, and the N's and the A's. Okay, that leaves you with what? The B and the A. All right, awesome job. Any questions, give me a holler. All right, thank you very much.